you can see everything is prepackaged. I've got honey here, maple syrup. Yeah, very good honey. That's okay. Right.
So she needs to.
Okay.
How's it going?
Yeah.
She knows.
Yeah, so we're hoping to have like a double table situation so that there's a good
Double
distance.
table for you.
Yeah. But you can see they're standing far back from. So here's an example of
Is this Davidson?
Foragers Farm.
Yes. Sorry, his name?
Tyler.
Tyler. Mr. Tyler?
That's right.
yeah, this is Mr. Azad.
Oh yeah, Tyler Davis. That's me. Yeah. Did
Yeah,
I
see?
speak with you on the phone one day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to him.
Nice to meet you.
And you know, probably Nora said that product is okay.
Oh good.
I inquired with the Omafra.
Okay. So then the cheese people are safe.
Yeah,
they
the
can sell that.
cheese
Good.
people are over there. They're all
That specific cheese.
yeah. He doesn't have cheese.
Okay. He has.
He's only vegetables.
Thank you. Take care.
Sanitizer. Everybody has sanitizer.
Yeah, and there's another sanitizer station here. Sorry, this flew over. Yes, exactly.
As far as table covering, are we best with just straight tables or tablecloths on them? Does it matter? So that I can just wipe off? Okay. Okay, thank you. Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
So this is another way that we keep the distance on the table. If a vendor doesn't have two tables, they can have it long ways. And Don would be standing back there, and he'd put the orders in the front. Yeah, exactly. So we have approval now for the raw milk.
I verified.
Yeah.
Especially that product. I verified. Thank you.
Manager.
Tell me about today, Lori. You just had a visit from the health inspector. Tell me how it went.
It went beautifully. All of our vendors have the appropriate hand sanitizers. They're using the safe methods of pre-order only. So people are ordering ahead of time. It's all packaged up. People come in, pick up their order, and leave.
I don't want to say it's getting, quote, better, but I mean, last week it was strictly drive-through. This is the first.
Yes. So last week was our soft opening to sort out any problems, kinks in the works. And although Coburg had wanted us to do a drive-through initially, we decided that was probably not the safest way to do things. So now people can park across the street and walk in. We are letting one in, one out. And it's working beautifully. So we're very happy with it today.
How are the vendors feeling? Nice to see.
Yeah.
As long as that stops.
Yeah.
Nice to see some. Well, I don't want to say we're back to normal, and maybe we never will be back to normal. But it's nice to see some normalcy coming from this.
It's getting there. I mean, ideally, we would like to return to what I call a browsing shopping mode, where the vendors have their wares out and people can select, just as we normally do in a farmer's market. Right now, we're not quite there yet, but we have proposals in, and the health department seems to be okay with it. We've had their approval. So now we're approaching Coburg Council, and we hope to get back to normal.
Last question. What's the mood of the vendors?
The vendors, well, it's been a tough spring for the farmers, especially because of the cold, wet spring. So they're just now coming into their main harvest for spring harvest. So they're getting happier on that level. This model is tough on new vendors because a big thing about farmers markets is the relationships that you develop with your customers. So new vendors are finding it a bit tough, but our tried and true vendors, they're getting online orders and everybody seems quite happy. So our vendors are happy with this. The alternative is not having a farmer's market, so we would like it to return to a normal farmer's market model, but this is better than not having a market. So we're in the middle there.
Oh, I think it's wonderful that the market is open now that I know how to go about it. Last week we showed up, all excited. No, you have to order online. So we went home and I ordered on Wednesday. We just picked up our stuff. But to be quite honest, I felt better before I got here, and I'm gonna feel better once I leave because the fear in the air, I'm really sensitive, it affects me. And anyway, the produce from here, from all of the farmers is wonderful. The vibe of all of the farmers is wonderful. I'm actually getting really emotional. I can't wait until, I don't want to say it's back to normal. I want to say I can't wait until we all, I don't know what to say. I don't know what words to offer, but I can't wait until it's all good, all good.
Is the fear, I guess, is the fear justifiable?
The thing to fear is fear itself. And I know it sounds a little cliche, but it's true. The thing about eating foods that were picked a few days ago, the vibration of that food is so high, and that transpires through your physical body. And when your vibration of your physical body is that high, the frequency is high, a low vibration virus, which is real, it won't touch you. So we all must raise our frequency so that we don't need to worry about what's invisible in the air, that we flow with the invisible good that is in the air, right? It's all there.
And I think, last thing to say is, I think common sense goes a long way.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that keep your distance, blah, blah, blah. Like, I would think, common sense is common sense.
Yeah, I think keep your distance is very common sense. I think always being cautious, look both ways before you cross the street. I think, wearing shields and masks and gloves and taking precautions and all of this. I mean, this is what we're going through right now, and we must, so that we can be aware of many things. I think it is important that we are aware